Good morning. We are Monday morning. Another day, start of a new week, new beginnings. Today's your day. I say that almost in a monotone voice, but do you believe that today is your day? Because if you don't, who will? So, the topic that I would like to talk about today is can you see? Can you see the reason you're here? Do you see the reason that you've gone through what you've gone through, how you've made it as far as you have? What is the reason? What's the purpose? Can you see? Are you beginning to see? Or is it what you see is what just you see, the things that are around you? Can you see past? Can you see past the problems that you might be in right now? Or can you see further ahead that the love you might be in right now? What if there's much more to come? What if the love that you feel that is around you is just the beginning? What if the sadness that you feel is just the ending? You see? Can you see? Can you see beyond where you are right now? Can you close your eyes right now and see further ahead of where you want to be? I say this a lot that I believe we all are the directors of our movie. So whatever it is that you can see is what you can be. So what do you see? Start seeing light. See the beauty that's around you. See the love that's all around you. See the love that's inside you that's waiting to come out. Do you see that love? Do you see the beauty? Do you feel the love? It's taken me quite some time to get to the beginning steps of this, being able to see. Now, I've always been able to see things. I've always been able to see myself beyond where I was. As a young person, I was always able to see myself beyond the issues that I was living through, going through, and I continue throughout my life to be able to see. There are those who are very successful in life, say sports figures, people who have gone beyond. They see and then they respond and then they react to what it is they see. And then they never settle until they get what they see. They accomplish what they see. They keep pushing towards what it is that they see themselves being, where they see themselves at, where they see themselves through the battles, where they see themselves walking past the fire that they're going through, when they see themselves going up over the mountain and doing the victory dance. The difference between those who do and those who don't is just that. They keep pushing. Yes, I know. It's not that easy. It takes effort. But it took you a lot of effort to get where you are right now. Yeah, think about that. It's taken a while. This didn't happen overnight. What are you going to do? Yeah, I'm talking to myself right now. But I feel this is for me. And most of what I talk about is coming from my heart because it's been things and I've been dealing with or gone through in my life. And as I wake each morning, it's like a thought comes to me and I decide this is what I'll talk about. And yeah, there's always going to be someone who hears, someone who this resonates with. Because I know I'm not alone. There are others. Yeah, you're out there listening right now as you're hearing this recording that this resonates with. Yes, I know. Because there's many of us out there dealing with similar situations, different settings, but still almost a similar, almost the same storyline. But can you see? You know, they wrote songs with titles, Can't You See? Can you see what you're doing to people? By the sadness, by the hurts you're going through? I just seen something as I was scrolling through, well, Facebook or Instagram, one of them, where what was said was, hurt people hurt people. And that caught me for a second. Because then it made me see, you know what? It's going to make me look at people differently. When I see people who strike out at others, I have to step back and go, man, what are they going through? You know, I grew up with that mentality, hurt people hurt people. And I was in a household where that happened a lot. And it was the kids who felt the wrath of hurt people. And it's growing up, I decided I would never be that. And so I learned through my life, growing up, words mattered. And hurtful words delivered to young people, hurtful words delivered to any person, for me is it is as damaging as a physical blow. And for many souls, a hurtful word carries the wound much longer than the physical wound of somebody physically hitting you. I've learned, because now I can see that it's not necessarily the words that come out. I've read also something the other day about always go to where the love is in the person and never take the words. Because there are times where people say hurtful things, but you know that's not coming from their heart. I now can do this. I mean, now I'm very sensitive to energy, so I can be around people and I can hear words, but it's like the two don't vibrate with the heart and soul, the words. And it's like our brains sometimes set up this defensive mechanism to where we say hurtful things to those who might and do love us, in order to keep a distance to where we don't have to let ourselves open. Can you see? Once you can see, this is where you can make the greatest change in your life, is when you can see, when you can step back, when you could look at situations as they come to you, and you just know, hey, I can't take that personal. And I've used this in another talk. You can't take what people say personal. One of the hardest things I think I'm practicing very difficult because I've spent a lifetime defending myself from words of others. And there has been many times I've taken things personal. And I've allowed myself to become a prisoner to those people who give those hurtful words because it goes inside of me and I become attached. And so I've had to go lately into myself and start cutting these cords of attachments, these things that people have said and done. And this takes a lot of effort. But can you see how this has an effect on us? Now, each and every one who might be listening to this, whenever it is you listen, know that you have things on you that people have said to you in the past, things that people have hurt you with, and you've held on to them. It's time to let them go. Can you see that this is doing you no good? Can you see that for the biggest part, you are being held back from your where it is you're supposed to be. You're not complete until you let go of these things that you're holding on to. You're not being completely true to you. As long as you hold on to these attachments, and as long as you hold on to these things, you will always be less than you truly are intended to be. Yes, you can keep going. Yes, you can keep working. Yes, you can keep, cooking dinner every night, breakfast, going out with friends. You could put on the smile, but you are not truly being who you were intended to be when you hold on to these things, when you're holding on to the hurts, when you're holding on to past events where people have done and said things to you that you have not let go of. And you can sit and say, yeah, but I've forgotten about those things. But this is how it works. All it takes is one person to bring up a memory and boom. It's as if you get to relive it again. It's like listening to a song that brings you back to a time in which it was brand new and the memories in which you first heard the song come to life. And your emotions in the song become stirred because you have fond memories of when you hear that song. And it's the same with the emotion when we are triggered from past memories by an event, by somebody saying a word, somebody saying something to us that triggers that moment, that triggers that memory. And then the same emotions come back to us. Can you see? That's what I'm talking about today. Can you see? These things are doing you no good today. Can you see? It's time to let go. Can you see why? Well, that's it for today. Once again, I have an event coming up this Saturday. I'll talk about it a little bit more tomorrow. It's going to be in Pleasant Hill for those who live in California, the Bay Area. I've got an hour long or 55-minute talk on walking in to my gifts. It's called Walking Into Your Gifts. And it's going to be a little short journey of how I started walking into what it is that I'm doing today. So maybe those who see me on Instagram, Facebook, I have postings of where it's going to be, the event's going to be held. It's not going to be a large event, but it's going to be my first, so it's going to be something for me. So for all those who are interested, you can see me on Instagram, Facebook. The videos, if you're interested, you can find me on, I got my YouTube channel where you can subscribe if you like. Let me know if any of this makes sense, if any of it resonates with you. If not, hey, sorry for taking your time. Be well, be loved always, and until next time, stay awesome.